Hi, I'm Antonia. Welcome to part 2 of our 3 yoga complete beginner series. So this routine will focus on anchoring and feeling the groundedness and the upliftedness. So let's get started. So we'll start standing. Come all the way up to the top of your mat and step your feet about 2 fists apart. Plant firmly through all the corners of your feet. Sweep your arms through the sides. Feel that centeredness in your belly, tailbone down, ribs sunk in, shoulders relaxed, collarbone open, gaze bright and open. And inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up. And exhale, bend your knees, sit, and bring your hands to your knees. Take a nice arch with your spine, and then as you exhale, scoop the belly in. And we'll do a couple of cats and cows here. Chair pose. Inhale to feel the anchoredness. And exhale, scoop, and inhale. Open your chest. And exhale, scoop, scoop, scoop. And inhale, rest your left hand in your knee. Reach your right arm up. See if you can straighten the right knee a little bit and feel the lift. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand back to your right knee. And other side. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Reach up. And exhale. One more time. Exhale, contract. Cat. Inhale. Cow, exhale, meow, and inhale. Ooh. And twist again, a little bit deeper perhaps now. You're lifting, but you're also dropping. And center. And other side. Right hand firmly pressing through the right knee. Left knee straightens out. Inhale and exhale. Now take a hug, big hug. Press your feet down and twist to your left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees and scoop your belly out. It's so good for the lower back. This simple stretch awakens the whole spine for your practice. Go a little bit deeper, deeper. And inhale this time, point your elbows up. And exhale, twist to the right. Don't forget to press through all the corners of your feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees. Knees point front. Your elbows float down through the twist. Bend your knees more. Feel your lower back stretching through the sides of the waist. Inhale, up. Now press your hands from the inside, reach your arms up and bend your elbows into a little mudra this time. Opening up your fingers like a cup. Press your wrists into your crown. And then exhale, bring the fingertips into your hands. Float your arms down. Walk your left foot back and your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, forward. Plank. Exhale, side. Down dog swirls. Inhale, other side. Exhale, plank. And circle. Bicycling the legs. Feeling that nice length. And reverse the circle. Press through all the knuckles. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Drop the knees down. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, interlace your fingers at the small of the back. Open your chest. Camel Pose. Exhale, drop your hips into your heels. Bring your head forward. We're going to do it one more time to warm up the whole spine. Camel Pose. Hold your chest out and then see if you can contract your lower belly in so you feel space in your lower back. And then exhale, release. Hands walk front. We're going to slither through a worm. So there we go. Chin to the floor. Chest to the floor. Straighten your legs. Baby Cobra. Lower down. Baby Cobra again. Press for the tops of your feet. And lower down. And now Baby Cobra moves all the way up into an upward facing dog. So let's focus on up dog today. Make sure you're not overarching and sickling your feet. This compresses your lower back. So we're going to bring it up, even contract the lower belly. And now sequentially, from the tops of your shoulders, roll them out, drop them down. At the same time, widen across your collarbone. There you go. And create space through your mid-back so you don't want to sink into the lower back. You're going to hurt it so badly. You want to keep that space open. And here is our down dog and then our up dog. So moving through this cat and cow to just feel where your up dog is. And there we go. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. The whole practice flows through pose, counter pose. Once we do a pose, we want to release all the muscles and relieve that side. And now we're going to lift the right leg up, square off the hips, breathe in, firm up your upper arms, drop your shoulders down, and then step your foot through your hands. Drop your left heel down, pivot the back foot in, press through your right thigh, and now come into a warrior one. So warrior two is here, and now warrior one, we're gonna close the hips in. For me, I need to walk my back foot in so I feel that squareness. And we're going to try something really cool here that really helps this pose. Take your left arm through your waist all the way to your right hip or towards your right kidney. Pull that right hip back and then place your right hand on your left shoulder and see if you can take the left shoulder front. Beautiful. Once you do that, press through the outside edge of the back foot. And now we're ready to heel toe the front foot forward and feel that the pose can expand. We feel the spiral from the big toe through the right crease of the hip, all the way to the left crease to the outside edge. So feel that. And now once we have that, sweep the arms up. We set it up. Press the hands together. Create space through your collarbone. Lift your gaze up. Warrior one. Breathe in and up. Shift your weight forward. Interlace your fingers at the small of your back. All the weight is going to go onto your right foot. Float your left leg up. Flex the foot and point the toes in. The hips are square. Drop into warrior three. Warrior three, open your shoulders. Keep on lifting your leg up and floating down with your torso until you become a scale. And lower your left foot close to your right heel. Transfer the weight onto your left foot now. Bring the hands into prayer and fold over into a runner's pose. Going deeper here, so try to bring all the weight and most of the weight onto your left leg, because we're going to try one more standing pose today. Inhale and exhale, and a little deeper. Inhale, and now all the pressure from your left leg will release as we shift our weight onto our right. So find that. Feel you're pressing through all the corners of your right foot. And seal your left foot to your right ankle, right? So feel this is the precursor for tree pose. Tree pose is sometimes really hard and we're struggling to balance. So we're going to keep that foot buoyant. And we're going to bring the other foot to the floor so we feel the base. It really helped me to counterbalance with the other arm, so why don't we try that? Left hand moves all the way to clasp the right elbow. Here we are. And then start to drag your left foot up. Perhaps you hook it right through the side of your knee. Maybe today we're not going to try the full pose. We're going to keep it here. And now we have our variation of tree. Hold and breathe, sink your ribs in. And same thing here, the hips are leveled. So let's drop the right, lift the right hip up, drop the left hip down. There we go. And breathe. And exhale, sweep the leg back. Coming into a reverent lunge now. Drop your shoulder into your knee or towards it. Breathe and expand. Open your shoulders. And hands float down. Right foot to the left. Downward facing dog. We said we lift the hips up. We drop the heels down. That motion upward and downward creates an inside out movement too. So feel everything is anchoring, but we're also lifting, we're centering, and we are radiating out. All those directions, expanding outwards, sinking in, opening out and out. Drop the knees down and release into a child's pose. Fist your hands, place one fist on top of the other, and bring your fists into your third eye. Gently massage your third eye to elicit the parasympathetic nervous system response, and to also set your glands in motion. So as we do our practice, we're also signaling to the glands to secrete more life-inducing hormones. So this moment of just releasing and resting is actually an inner movement of the glands towards wholeness. Bring the hands back into the mat. Inhale into a cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, drop the right heel down, lift the leg higher. Square the hips off. Exhale. Frame your upper arms, inhale, and exhale, float your leg through the arms, drop your back heel in, pivot the back foot in, and now sweep the arms up. Warrior one. We said we're gonna shrink and shorten this stance a little bit, and this time we're gonna sweep the right hand to the left hip and try and pull it to a squared position, and left hand to your right shoulder. So there we go. We even everything out, sink the ribs in. Once you have this, you can sweep your arms over the head, reach up and out. Now bend your knee. As you bend your knee, press through the outside edge of the back foot. Lift your gaze, drop your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And arms sweep through the sides. Here's our transition. Moving on to the left leg, find the balance first. Keep your big toe on the floor. Then interlace your fingers at the small of your back. Open the shoulders, but sink the ribs in. There we go. Ready to float into warrior 3. Point your big toe down. Lift the leg and drop the torso. Inhale. Reach out and up and down and in. And exhale. Bend the left knee. Always keep your knees juicy and bendy. Step the right foot closer to the left heel. Take off the pressure from your left foot. Hands to the heart. Runner's pose. Breathe here. Just a moment to transition. Taking the pressure off our left foot so we can then re-anchor it firmly and work towards our tree pose. Heel to ankle, toes grounded. Open the left arm. Look for your left elbow, clasp it with the right hand. Once you have that, here's our balance. Sink the ribs in. Start to drag and slide the right heel into the left thigh or knee. And open. Hold it here. Breathe. And exhale. Fingers interlace. Close the leg in. Sweep it back. Bend the front knee. There we go. Reverent lunge. Open the shoulders. And now as you bend your left knee, release your chest to your thigh. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And hands flow down. Downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent. And exhale. Knees to the floor. Inhale, lift up, arch. Exhale, sit on your heels. Beautiful. We'll transition into a couple of seated poses. So take your weight all the way back. Tip to the right. There we are. We're on our right glute. Take your right wrist with your left hand and take a little side bend. Feel the side of your waist stretching, the intercostals separating and opening up. And now slide your elbow further into your elbow crease and twist. Breathing in here and out. And as you do that, wrap your arms. This is the eagle bind. It's sometimes really hard, but we'll try to just grab the right thumb with the left hand, and that is a mudra that actually opens our meridians in the body, the nerve channels through which the prana or the life force passes. So hold it here, and then open the arms. Swing your legs forward and then open them into a butterfly. Butterfly, let's set it up. The wings are flapping. Feel that flapping. And then as the wings flap and you're shifting gently through your hips, you're lengthening your torso. Great. And now, very gently, grab your right shin in and cradle it. Cradling the leg here. We're going to take the outside edge of the right foot with the left hand. And as we keep the length in our lower back, we're going to reach the arm back And begin to straighten the knee, but just a little bit. For now, keep it bent and feel the spaciousness in your lower back. Good. Breathe in slowly, a little more of a stretch and a twist. And stretch. And twist. And now rebend the right knee. Stretch your left leg out. Place your right foot over your left thigh. Hug your right knee into the chest. Hug it more, tighter, even tighter. Lengthen. Clasp your hands, flex your left foot. And as you clasp the hands, press into the knuckles and twist your gaze over to the right. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale. One last breath. Good, and come back to the center. We're already here, set up for a hamstring stretch. So we're gonna stack the right knee over the left and start to walk our fingertips forward with a little bouncy, rocking motion, going deeper. And once we get here in our creasing, we're going to bring the right elbow into the right knee and press the hands into prayer and lift the gaze up. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And come all the way back. And the last little segment we're going to try here is a very cool abs toner. So we're going to drag the left heel in, and then we're going to slide the ankle to the knee. And as you rock your hips, this is so great for the hips and the lower back. As you rock your hips, you're going to come slightly to your right side. Point your right fingertips back to the back of the mat. Make sure you're pressing firmly through the left foot. And now hold your right knee with the left hand. Lift your hips up. So your main points are your left foot and your right hand. And twist your gaze back. There we go. Lift, 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 lift. Breathe. You're empowering your arm. You're twisting through the sides of your waist. You're firing up your obliques. And you're also toning your left quad. And come back down. Beautiful. Arms slowed back. Release the right foot down. And now take the real tabletop pose, which is the classical pose. This is where this pose comes from. Lift your hips up, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale. Open, open. Drop your head. Lift your butt higher. Feel your navel is hooked somewhere into the sky. And then widen across your collarbones. Great. Walk your hands to your heels and lift your heels off the floor. Good. Drop the knees into the floor. And here we have transitioned very, very seamlessly back to that hero pose where we started the little sequins on the floor. Tip your hips to the side. Grab your left wrist with the right hand. Open into a side bend. Breathing in and out. Close your ribs in. Gaze through the little window. And then drop the left elbow into the right elbow. Twist here. And then we said we're going to try that eagle bind. So right hand to the left thumb. Opening the meridians in the body. And open the arms. Sweep the legs. Open into your butterfly. take a bend. Forward bending into butterfly. Taking a little rock. It really helps me to rock even when I start my practice in the morning. I can't fully go into this pose, so I really need to open up the hips. A little motion, very slight and subtle, really helps go deeper into the poses. And come back up, straighten the spine, hug the left shin in. Oh, we're gonna work towards that seated, bound twist. And then clasp the outside edge of the foot. Start a twist, keep the knee bend. Eventually it's gonna straighten, but today we'll keep the knee bend, so it's gonna be like a hip and a gluteus pull and a nice lengthening through the spine. And twist a little bit more. And twist a little bit more. And now come back to the center. Straighten your right leg. Twist and place your left foot around your right thigh. Flex the right foot. Hug your left thigh. Hug it more and more. And clasp your hands. So when we do the seated poses, we still want to activate every cell. So our foot is never relaxed, it's always flexed, and we're all toned, we're engaging all the muscles, they're hugging each other. And that embrace creates a center and a feeling for being fully centered. So find that twist and come back to the center. We're already there, opening through the hamstrings. Walk, walk, walk. And when you feel, okay, I can maybe release a little bit deeper, give yourself that freedom, but only when you're aligned. Don't compromise the alignment. For the depth, feel the lengthening, shoulders down. Take one more breath. So a nice combination between forward bending poses that cool the mind and also calm and pacify the body, and then come all the way back up. Hands behind your butt. Drag the right foot in, ankle to knee. Take a little bit of a rock to set up that tabletop, like a biped stance. And then point your left fingertips back. Hold your left knee with your right hand. Here we are, left hand and right foot, twisting back. Lift your hip. Hold and gaze back. If you have wrist issues, you're gonna do it on your elbows. Same thing. It's a little bit more subtle, but the same effect on your obliques. The twist, that is detoxifying, and the charging up of your quad. All happening at the same time. Come all the way down. Release the legs. And this time, open your legs out into a cone pose. Flex your feet and walk your hands. And let this be like a free play, free flow. If you want here for this one, you can just release your feet and come down. If you feel you're here, you're gonna press the hands and do the same. As you practice, always give yourselves those windows of choice when you don't need to be aligned and you don't need to be fully correct. And there's no fully correct. There's always a balance between in and out, up and down, back and front. So feel that you are connecting and aligning in all dimensions. And then bring the legs together. And slowly release down, one vertebra at a time. Gently finding that spine that is fully anchored through your tailbone. So the tailbone always drops down. And now we're gonna open the knees out. We're going to do the same butterfly we did seated, but now reclining. And as we hug the knees into the chest, right, we're going to open the butterfly and see if we can hold the ankles. If that's too much, we're just going to open the butterfly and bring the soles together. So just feel that. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And then flex your feet and press your hands into the sky. And press even harder and release everything into your chest. This is a way to relax rapidly. Inhale. If you don't have too much time for a full 15-minute relaxation, just flexing and letting go really does it. And last time, we're going to do one more. And exhale, release. And let everything go just for a moment. Feel the unwavering support of the earth. You're fully, fully held. Keep your eyes open for this relaxation and feel the centeredness even when you are on the floor and you're not standing on your feet. That feeling of being connected with the earth, with gravity, and being held and supported. And that unwavering support is also your connection with everything that breathes, that pulsates and throbs. And you're part of that cosmic interplay between the dimensions, the species, the realities. Coming back to your reality here and now. Sweep your arms over the head. Flex your feet. Lengthen as much as you can. And as you exhale, press the hands into the floor. Lift your chin, head. Keep on pressing your hands. Come up to sit. Inhale. Make a circle from the back to the front and say, thank you for this practice. Elbows into the floor and thumbs into the points right under your eyebrows, connecting to that place of sanctity, to your sense of home and belonging here on this planet, feeling your presence and how it adds to the wholeness and the rainbow of colors, the diversity of nature, and the unity and plurality in everything. Come back up to the center, and with that sense of gratitude, bring it all in. Thank you for your practice. You did a great job. If you liked it, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at yogea.org. Thank you. Namaste.